For centuries, we believed that the secrets of the Great Pyramid were buried along with its architects. We were taught it was a tomb, a magnificent pile of 6 million tons of limestone built for the vanity of Khufu. But in February 2026, the stone has revealed a glitch in the linear history of mankind. Using cosmic ray muography, a technology that allows us to X-ray solid rock using subatomic particles from outer space, scientists have confirmed a massive 30-foot-long hidden corridor above the main entrance. This is not a theoretical void. It is a physical reality that has remained untouched for over 4,500 years. But why build a sealed gabled corridor with no entrance and no burial chamber inside? If you look at the precision of the gabled ceiling, you see the same machined signature we found in the 100-ton black boxes of the Serapeum. We aren't just looking at architecture. We are looking at the internal components of a machine. Today, we peel back the layers of a forbidden past to prove that the Great Pyramid was never a tomb, but a global energy conductor abandoned mid-operation. To reach the level of success we saw in our previous investigations, we must follow the data. The Scan Pyramids project didn't find this corridor by luck. They tracked the absorption rates of muons, particles that can travel through miles of rock but are blocked by higher densities. The fact that this 30-foot corridor exists is a direct slap in the face to mainstream archaeology. Why? Because the internal geometry of these voids is too perfect. In modern engineering, such voids are used to manage structural stress or acoustic resonance. The builders of Giza understood physics at a level that allowed them to move 100-ton granite blocks with the ease of styrofoam. This new corridor is sterile. No dust, no bones, and no hieroglyphs. It is as clean and precise as the interior of the vacuum-sealed boxes in Saqqara, which were polished to a flatness of 0.0002 inches. We are looking at a pressurized chamber designed for a technological function we are only now beginning to comprehend. Why did the ancients use granite? In our most watched video, we analyzed the 1,200-ton unfinished obelisk in Aswan. That stone is rich in quartz crystals. Quartz is piezoelectric. It generates an electric charge when put under extreme physical pressure. The Great Pyramid contains thousands of tons of this granite, positioned precisely where the weight of the structure creates the most stress. New acoustic tests in the newly discovered corridors show that the entire pyramid acts as a resonator. It amplifies specific frequencies. Was this structure vibrating energy into a global grid? Mainstream history calls these burial chambers, but the technical evidence points to a power station. The granite acted as a conductor, while the limestone acted as an insulator. The king's chamber is essentially a core component of a giant battery. There's a glaring contradiction that researchers often ignore. The Graffiti Paradox. On the most technologically advanced surfaces in Egypt, surfaces that reflect light like glass, we find the crudest possible writing. These inscriptions are shallow, shaky, and primitive. They look like a child scratching their name on a high-end aerospace component with a nail. This proves that there were two civilizations. The master builders possessed high-speed drills, precision lathes, and sonic technology. They were the ones who treated 100-ton blocks like they were weightless. Then came a cataclysm. The lights went out, the machines were abandoned, and the knowledge was lost. Thousands of years later, the Dynastic Egyptians, the pharaohs we know, found these ruins buried in the sand. They tried to claim them, scratching their names onto a technology they could no longer replicate. The newly found 30-foot corridor is the smoking gun. It is part of the original machine, untouched by the later cargo cult that inherited the plateau. If the Great Pyramid was a machine, what was its fuel? The answer may lie in the very air inside these new corridors. Acoustic engineers have discovered that the Grand Gallery acts as a massive resonator, designed to pick up the low-frequency vibrations of the Earth itself, known as Schumann resonances. The newly discovered 30-foot corridor isn't just a hallway, it's a tuning fork. By creating hollow voids at specific intervals, the architects of eternity could amplify sound waves until they reached a pitch capable of vibrating the granite beams above the king's chamber. When granite vibrates, the quartz crystals inside produce a piezoelectric charge. We are looking at a sonic to electric transducer on a megalithic scale. This explains why the walls are so flat, within 2 inches, because any imperfection would cause the sound wave to scatter, losing the energy required to power up the monument. The Great Pyramid does not stand alone. Your interest in the 1,200-ton Aswan obelisk shows that you understand the scale of this global project. Evidence suggests that these megalithic sites were built on specific ley lines, geological fault lines where the Earth's natural telluric currents are strongest. The Giza plateau was the central processing unit of a planet-wide wireless energy grid. The precision we see in the Serapeum and the newly scanned corridors wasn't for aesthetics, it was for synchronization. If these structures were out of alignment by even a fraction of a degree, the machine wouldn't work. This is why the Dynastic Egyptians could only scratch graffiti on the stones. They had lost the frequency. They were living among the ruins of a wireless power grid, treating the leftover batteries as tombs for sacred animals because they could no longer hear the hum of the machine. The Serapeum and the Great Pyramid are glitches in the official timeline. They force us to confront the fact that our past was more advanced than our present. We are told history is a straight line of progress, but the evidence in stone shows a peak that we have yet to reach again. These architects of eternity didn't leave us tombs. They left us a message in the language of mathematics and frequency. What do you think is hidden in the final unreached chamber? Is it an empty void or the heartbeat of a planet-wide machine waiting to be turned back on? Let's reach 1,000 views on this new discovery. Share your most controversial theory in the comments below. Subscribe to Ancient Egypt Mysteries to join us as we explore the forbidden history they don't want you to see.